It's still Good Morning Anambra show, and this is the second segment of our discussion. And it's that time of the year when women gather for their annual meetings. In every community, you see them gathering. In fact, they gather from towns and they move towards the villages, you know, to conclude what they began.
It's always a very big event because most times you get to see the women coming back from a very far place, you know, all just to attend this event.
And it's a very big event at that because, you know, over the years, this has been going on. But this morning, we'd like to actually find out why this annual meeting and, of course, what it's been able to yield, positive or negative, in the lives of women and, of course, the larger society. In the studio this morning, we have Professor Ngozi Ude, Dean, Faculty of Arts, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, Ojukwu University, Igbariam. Madam, we are glad to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you. Hello, viewer. Don't go away.
We also have Honorable Bridget Obi, former Commissioner for Women's Affairs, Anambra State. Honorable, we're glad to have you in the studio.
Thank you, my sister.
All right. And let's quickly let you know that this program, it's audience participatory. As you know, you have the opportunity to call us, but that will be when we must have established some points. All right.
All right, it's actually good. Like you've heard it from Nonya. It's actually a big event that happens every year. And my first question goes to Professor this morning. Women's yearly August meeting is what we're discussing. Why is it called August meeting and not April meeting or September meeting? Why August?
Okay, your question should be, why does the occasion take place in August?
Okay.
You see, women are entangled in the home front. So August is the time when children are on holidays. Then in our contemporary society, August is also the time when the resting period per se. People are no longer planting. We are waiting the harvesting period, and things are not, occasions are not very tight. It is the time that a woman can comfortably extricate herself from the problems of the home front, because it entails traveling from her, wherever she is staying in diaspora, to the village to commune with her colleagues in the village. So I believe August is a time, the only time that women may have enough time, enough relaxing period to spend the week outside their station.
Right. Honorable, there's this trending meetings that we see these days that women, like you live in Oka now, but you're from Orumba or Umunza or somewhere, for example, and you begin to have conferences in various churches. I don't know, after the conferences before, they now travel to their various villages for the meeting, August meeting, so to say. You know, why is it so? You know, and I don't know, is this not stress added to the women? Honorable, please, could you help us there?
Thank you very much. Just like Prof said, the women, the organization like CWO, the church actually started the meeting to Anglican Church, Catholic Church, and eventually other denominations. They had to borrow from that to use August because of what Prof had said. So the church also has made it to be more organized by actually starting from diocese. So those that are the diocese of Oka, before even that meeting comes, they already have the team for that year. And they start the structure from the local church will go for a conference. They have the team, And from that thing, they now start to, so it's not just that it is August. Sometimes the planning starts much earlier. So by the time they finish their diocesan meeting, then it starts to trickle down until it gets down to the parishes. So that is why, you see them in Oka, they will do that of Oka. And if you also, or wherever they are, and you also know that the woman who is living in Oka belongs to a parish.
Okay.
And in the community, she also belongs to a parish. So not just that. So you see her playing double role because of, everybody wants to, because of the religion. So now, Opolo Nafa, onye no Oka, belong to a parish in Oka. Olukwana village who belong to a parish in village. So she participates in that Oka. They will do the Oka one earlier or Onitsha one earlier to give them the ability to go back to their home church.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Professor. Let me take you back a bit now. This August meeting, how did it really start? Will you briefly tell us the origin of how it started? Because I don't want to believe it has always been there. I think something really happened that maybe some people actually came together and say, let's do this. How did it start?
It started with the establishment of the CWO seat in the Basilica in Rome, when the former commissioner of Women Affairs or Education, Vivi Ayokoye, established the CWO. It was a Nigerian phenomenon, but it has spread through the whole world. And it is a kind of organization bringing women in the church together. With the establishment of the CWO, the Anglican community also established their own, and so on and so forth. It ran through the rubrics. But the important thing there is that the essence of this August meeting is that women are part and parcel of the society, and they feel that they should also be part and parcel of progressivism in the society. So, August meeting in summation is a period when women get together. It is a congress, kind of congress for women. They get together once every year to deliberate on positive ways of moving the community, their respective communities forward. It is women trying to make themselves relevant in the development of their society. That is August meeting.
All right. So many people might be wondering, I thank God you've really said the essence of this August meeting. Mm-hmm. Now, Honorable, I don't know, do you really think that the aim and objectives of setting up this August meeting, it's been achieved as the year goes by?
Of course. There's a lot of gender issues that the women gather together to deliberate. They come back in their communities. They look at developmental issues, things that concern the health, local health centers. They look at the schools. They look at the church. And they look at also their health. That people are brought together. They bring people to talk on issues, even marriage, because a lot of issues, a lot of problems exist. And until we come together as the women, because it's the number that makes the difference. As they come together, they share. People share their experience. People that are, those who traveled also bring down new, the trendy things that those will be able to remove the culture. In fact, even that meeting has actually removed a lot of culture that has been, wearing women down.
Negative culture.
Yeah, all the negative culture, like imago, ozu, ogembo, imago, anapozu, for that anapagidozu kwa 4 days or 1 week. But nakita fe mechigo umuife na, they also do empowerment. Some challenges, community challenges, rules and regulations, bad tradition. So women are just changing things, and they are bringing themselves, to also be able to be educated. And it's a time to relax also, because, women have a lot of, they do a lot of tasks. So during that time, they come back to the village and they start also to look at.
All right, Prof, I think you have something to add because you were nodding while she was speaking.
Not really. You see, August meeting is a period of sober reflection for women. They do have their workshops. Just as you said, that starting from the church may be strenuous for the women. I told you the origin of August meeting. Okay. Yes. So the church brings out themes for these meetings every year, and as these themes are deliberated on, you see the reflection on the society at large. The church will bring in the religious aspect. Then when it gets down to the village level, you see women also implementing, trying to correct some negative cultures, some negative traditions that
Sorry, Prof, I think we have to know who is here. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Osas. I'm calling from Federal Polytechnic, Anambra State.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Please, I want to say a very big thanks to this, our mommy here and you, of course. Because I'm from Edo State, actually, and I live here for the past 4 years. I've been asking questions based on this August meeting. Because right from my state, I'll be hearing August meeting. I don't know the meaning and the importance of this August meeting. But just watching and listening to what our mommies are saying, I think I would be okay to give feedback if I get to, because I'm a journalist. I'm studying mass comm in Federal Polytechnic. So I'm glad and happy seeing what you people are doing here. And thanks to this, my brother, although I don't know his name, please, he's doing a nice job. Thank you very much. Mommy, I will say thank you to you too.
Thank you
and
very
God
much.
Bless you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank
Charles.
you very much.
Thank you.
Now, madam, there was a time women had issues of what to wear to August meeting. And at the time, each church brought out uniforms for women strictly for the August meeting. Is there still a problem of fashion while going to August meeting, which some of our men find it difficult to comply with?
Okay.
Obviously not. Remember, I told you before that August meeting is something that emanated from the church. So when the problem of women overdressing and maybe bearing it down on their husbands to buy the highest royal lace and all whatnot, the church clamped down on that, and the women decided to wear just a white cotton.
Sorry, let's see who
take
is
this
here.
call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name?
Please move away from your TV set.
Sorry, please, if you want to call us, tune down the volume of your television set, or you move away from there completely so we can get to communicate effectively. All right, Prof, you're saying something. And so we have the clips of the uniforms that are worn by women today.
Yes, yes. So the simplest of this, there you are, and it looks so beautiful on the women. They look like mothers, and the essence of the meeting is also reassured, because if you set out to make women relevant to their contemporary society and maybe attribute to this August meeting constructive arrangements on how the society will move forward, and then it becomes a problem in the home front, the essence will be defeated. So I believe that's why.
So is this uniform a general uniform for every community?
No. This, we have, in my community, we have about 3. Okay, look at these women. We have about 3 like this. So.
Sorry, let's take this. We lost that. Go ahead, ma.
Okay, we have about 3 like this. One for our inner kindred, and then the other for the station and for the parish. So it depends on whichever one you are attending. This is for our inner family. Okay, here we just dress with any white and this. Then for the parish, you can wear your CWO. Okay. Then for the station, we also have another one.
I think we have a caller here. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Go ahead.
Hello,
tell us.
I'm coming from Amodi.
What's your name?
My name is Chiamaka.
Chiamaka, what do you have to say?
All right, Chiamaka, go ahead. Go ahead with your questions or contributions.
It's because of August meeting.
What do you have to tell us?
What I want to tell you people is that August meeting is when we celebrate. Understand?
We understand.
We celebrate like this New Yam. After doing August, then we do New Yam.
All right. Thank you very much, Chiamaka, for that. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Because I need you to move away from your TV set, or better still, turn down the volume of your TV set.
All right.
Okay. This actually brings me to my next question. Yesterday, I was actually having a discussion with a mother, a married woman, and we're just talking about the August meeting. And I was actually beginning to I was telling her that I know August meeting is a time where people come to celebrate, show off what they are and what they are not. What happens to most of those women who basically cannot afford to, buy this uniform or get to look like their other mates, and when it gets to the time, it gets to the point that they actually have to go perpetrate some kind of evil, to probably be able to meet up. What's your take on that?
That's why the uniform was brought down to the cheapest of materials. The uniforms are so cheap, like this one is, when I bought this one, it was 1,800.
Let's take this call before you tell us about the. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is Professor Kewangere from Asaba.
You're welcome, Prof.
Oh,
we lost that.
All right, so
the uniforms are always cheap.
Okay.
They're not something that will make the women have problems with buying them. We talked about moderation on dressing.
Sorry, we'll be taking some calls. Okay, go ahead.
The moderation is even extended to wear the accessories, the earrings you're wearing, everything. If you look at the women in the picture, you see that they have a uniform, beads, just that.
There are reports that August meeting is not like what it used to be before, and now politicians have hijacked it, for their own personal use. What's your take on that?
So I don't think so. Women are always constructive.
Because they're hinging on the fact that most women don't have their say anymore as they used to. There's this discrimination among women. In that August meeting is not what it used to be. How true is that?
I don't think so, because even if you come to the larger community to convince them to maybe go with you or vote for you, this is an individual vote. You cannot force a human being to come and vote for you. I know that sometimes politicians do approach these congresses. They do visit the congresses and they try to sell themselves. It's a normal thing.
All right, Honorable, as a way of summary now, because we are about to close, why should August meeting encouraged?
Well, I think that it is encouraged to women come together, and even since it started, actually, it has brought women together. I think that there's communities that even after they have had, just like Prof said, they have their own inner, because it's a time of you have your own inner, and when you are doing your inner, it's not just church-based. because even the Anglican who is from another, who goes to another church, is part of the inner. Before Jebe, the church one. So I think that it has actually brought some community, making Catholics and the Anglicans and traditional women
do things
come together to do before. You know, on Abubu,
strictly.
No, strictly. But now it has actually brought women together. So,
all right, summary before we go.
I have every reason to say and believe that August meeting is the most organized Congress worldwide. The most organized in the sense that women from all quarters, Igbo women from all quarters of the world will come home during this August meeting, hold this meeting peacefully, and get back to their stations.
All right, we'd like to appreciate you so much, Honorable Bridget Obi, for coming on the show.
And women are informed too.
And we also thank you so much, Professor Ngozi Ude, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
I think better. We now understand better what August meeting is. Of course, husbands out there, because allow your wives to attend this year's August meeting. Of course, you know, it's a time where they come together and encourage the women folk.